I think the shirt's great. I reckon it was an excellent choice. Oh, well, you can't impress everybody. Were there more people here than there? Yeah. So like majority rules. So you've made the best choice. That's how it works, right? All right. We have one more presentation in this bracket, my friends, before our morning tea break. Could I please get you to welcome up to the stage, presenting on the No Rubbish on Country program, Jaemie Page from the Thamarrur Rangers. Please put your hands together.
Oh, I haven't got a presentation. Hello, thanks for having me, and acknowledge we're on Larrakia land and 60,000 years of waste-free living, because of, I guess, the integrated culture that didn't have a thing as rubbish and waste. And it's great that Legant's running a program like this and all the sponsors to try and get us to rethink the whole notion of what is waste and rubbish, and turn rubbish dumps into tourist attractions and all those sort of things like that. Last speaker. So I work in Wadair, which is there out in the western top end. It's the largest Aboriginal community in the Northern Territory. It's about 3,000 people from all around that district. Rubbish is a big problem. And so just talk a little bit about what Rangers are trying to do to help that. So we've got a movie. Normally the Rangers would be here to present, but because of limited numbers, Corona and thing, they weren't able to. So I've just put together a quick few little movie clips to, they can do the talking as much as possible. So if you could play that, please.
Jadi kakaknya yang kaiknya alam rencana lagi recycle. Lagi kat umam kang menam negara nan mak scale ban kawak pot menam. Lagi gini ka scale ya mah mereka nampang aril ni. Jadi ini ka pematawa tay mereka ngara kenang ala wada recycle kan ni.
True.
Ini mana yang recycle mana ya? Jadi kang parket mereka ditasin sistemnya di recycle kan ni ya main ber. Jadi kan ni. Jadi memang tahu mana cio memang kalau mana di recycle kan ni. Jadi kumpulan kawak pak memang pewet teka ora pas ora mirin ban kawak pak mana melenting. Jadi pun no FDM tahun lagi mampu panam. Lagi baru ini jarak kadu barat taktuk panam ini.
My name Angus Melpi, Rabatak Naika, Watemele. I got that mi maral the third Pamam, I can mam I can recycle on a bottle. So I can walk another, but I walk another more around the world a ranger or maybe recycling. There is some interesting one of the recycling in America. Every time I recycling tanga bottle papa juice car battery ni me no kodaya kom $3 no konya car battery $3 can papa juice 10 cents kanan bana kinja biya mamna bottle ka runde bottle papa juice ara ranja bay nabat ka garda mata man be help man ira batano de ni pe lagi paling panyi mengar kang acang kang latar lagi paling kawar ponga arewat pe panyi to Ini kalau juga rubbish kena ngajem ko pa nyodara ngaringe pilih nyandap mam. Rubbish kena ngajem ko ngol milu rawan mat o tonggo ama ko ke tali. Anji recycling na kala je barul mata dangara mana je rubbish ka same time tene makto ara ere ni dure da pin rubbish ka nyam barul adot o je rubbish ka same time plastic bag rubbish tukun e barul e pabajus ara ranja bay nabat.
Dai chingaru potekarim dawadiye. Dai chingaru panyikarim panyitokem. Dai chingaru panyiteda panyitpape marakora kolodo ilumbatu yuhu. Marakalu ngalandar monda kwara padi putayo. Kapanguyu.
Before you're late.
Part of the annual festival, marine debris is a lot of their work. So that's it. Murin Freight Company brings the recycling back for free. They sort of backfill it, so that makes it sort of economically possible, I suppose. But yeah, so still a long way to go. There's a lot of rubbish, but it's just starting to build that whole culture and a business out of rubbish instead of seeing it as a problem. So, spelt my name wrong, apart from that. All right, any questions or anything?
Any questions? Friends, it's the last day of the symposium. Question?
Anybody else doing recycling in remote communities out there? What are you doing?
We got a hub of that right there. So we do crushed glass, crushed cans, cartons, and then backload up to Darwin.
And you get
Matt Rank is our hub, so we bring everything in from Bestwood, Barunga, Julie.
Cool. You've been doing the recycling for a lot longer than we have in East Arnhem Land. You obviously get your handling fee back for the cans and bottles. Does that cover your costs for the employment of the people sorting?
I guess the rangers are employed already, so we don't have to pay them for that. It's just a bonus. And I guess we've sort of been trying to hand it over to CDP or other things. It hasn't, I guess Ranger has got that employment structure and the cars and the trailers and the storage, which sort of is important. So we'd like long-term to try and set up someone else as a business or something like that. But I really want to get, because there's still loads of recycling at the dump and stuff you see all around town. I'd love to get a school holiday program where kids can, they could be making a few dollars and get something to eat instead of breaking into houses or doing whatever they do on school holidays.
Awesome, you're doing a great job.
But yeah, I think having that range of structure as a business and employment and regular people and that knowledge. The other side of it, I guess I hadn't mentioned, is the numeracy training. People counting, and that a lot of these rangers have very low English literacy and numeracy. So by counting, they really improve their numbers skills a lot. Another thing I guess I like about recycling is, the really poorest people in the community come in and they make a few dollars, and there's just such a direct link between how much work you do and how much money you get. If you bring a bag this big, you get this much money. If you bring a bag this big, so much that goes on community is, just lost in bureaucracy and blah, blah. And it doesn't really matter what you do, it all gets paid the same. So that whole, you think of all the billions that goes into community, CDP and all that, maybe if we just paid people by the kilo to pick up rubbish, it would be a lot simpler and better outcomes.
Yeah.
Anyway, just more.
Oh, it does? Yeah. Are you employing Indigenous workers?
We've got a question at the back. I got to go for a walk. This was fun. Here we go.
Yeah, so I was wondering, because I heard that you have like those recycling cages where basically the kids can sort of play basketball with the cans in like the cage. That's in Wadair, right?
I haven't seen that. There might be something at the school.
Oh,
They might
I've been
have
told by the council that they have like those cages, because I was wondering how that fits in with the work that you're doing, because obviously if you have those cages just sitting around in the community, if they would put it in there, they're not getting their 10 cents back. Like, so how, yeah. how
Yeah,
does
no,
that
I haven't
work?
seen them. A lot of people, we give them, if they want the big, what do you call them, wool bale things, they take them home and fill them up over time. And I guess it creates a lot of entrepreneurship in the town. The people who have got that thing will actually have people going out, getting cans and bringing back. So you see, it's, you know, one of the few opportunities, I guess, in a community where people can really run a very small business. So it's really up to you if you want to go out and, you know, some people get $200 or $300 a week from if they go out and get cans, or their whole family get together and bring in a bunch of cans. So, but no, I haven't seen them yet, but we will look at things like that.
Great. Any further questions, friends? No? Great. Can we please thank Jaemie for his time and presentation? Ooh. We're a little bit early for morning tea. Tiny bit too early for morning tea. It hasn't even been brought out yet. So I'm not going to like release you just yet. Sorry. What might be good is having a moment on your tables to actually have a bit of a chat about some of the things that have happened over the past couple of days. Like, I think we've got a beautiful 10-minute moment before the food gets served for our morning tea to actually have a good yarn with the people here about some of the things that you're taking away, that you've learnt, that have been useful, or some of the further questions that you've got that can create some more research and you know, something to look into afterwards. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes of table talk time, and then I'll release you for morning tea. And if you haven't done your evaluation form, now is a brilliant time to do that. So Michael's going to play 10 minutes of music, and then I'm going to release you for morning tea. Begin chats now. Oh, you would start that perfect. Then I'll release you. All right, friends, 10 minutes of good chatting. Well done. Hope there was some valuable conversations in that. Morning tea is just getting served at the back. Just so that you know, we're back in here ready for that next presentation at 10:45. And I'll do another joke before the next presentation as a reward for being so good. But anyway, morning tea is getting served at the back, 10:45 back in here. Thanks, friends. Enjoy your morning tea break.